And I know you can't say the same, but I can't hate you for doing what you gotta do. 'Cause I'm just in bed sleeping through the pain. Do you see wasted potential when you look at me? Of what we could be if it wasn't like this. I know you asked me not to try and change myself, but when I was with you I felt fixed. And just like autumn, you left away winter. I am all alone, and I just hope that you're doing better without me holding you down. I'm proud of you regardless if you're missing me, 'cause you're the best person I know. I think I lost you sooner than I wanted to. I think you already know. You already know. It's so divine, living your life, wanting some more, but having no time. I understand losing control, but now I know, and I'll be damned if I get lost in the journey of life. I'm so amused by everything moving from me. Stand up and raise your hands and refuse to be controlled by your anxieties. I'm looking for a feeling between a rock and a hard place. Love can be revealing between a rock and a hard place. Living a life of contradictions, these vivid visions fill my eyes with wonder and fear. I am alone, nobody home, oh, and nobody near at all. Rise just to fall, I'm under the water, on top of it all. I rise just to fall, I'm under the water, on top of it all. feed of these love letters I'll never speak. Self-centered, bitter, but open to change. May the guilt that I feel leave my heart rearranged, or wake me from this nightmare I've made.
Hello, friends.
Yo!
Oh, sorry. Looks like we have some new friends in chat. Everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm Olivia, or Rum Noodle. I know some of you are here from Pat's TikTok.
A few people.
Regal Show is here. What's up?
Hello.
So welcome to the last episode of SciHigh. This is the last this is the sixth episode. If you want to catch up on the other episodes, they are on my YouTube. Episode 5 I will upload tonight. I have been lazy and I have not uploaded it. But all the other episodes are on my YouTube channel, so you can catch up after this and get some context. We'll try to do a small recap so you guys understand what's going on.
Yep.
But we have been doing this campaign now since October. So like,
no kidding. Has it really been that long?
October 27th.
No way.
October 27th is when we started this.
Time is not real.
So, thank you so much. We love you too. So Pat, would you like to do a small recap on what occurred last time?
I would love to do a short recap of what happened last time.
It's like this season on SciHigh.
Trapped. The whole season. Yeah, I'll do a comprehensive. Yeah, it's the final episode. Fuck it, why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The final countdown. That was a lot. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. So okay, let's talk about this. Terra Valley is this small, quiet city in one of the most desolate parts of all of Illinois, home to the East Terra High aliens. And this entire school is sort of perforated with a history, and this town is perforated with a history of space exploration and a sort of a look into the world's unknown. Of course, we meet our three protagonists who attend East Terra High. The youngest, Molly Sheridan, a 16-year-old aspiring artist who lives with her single father. We we also meet Jade Hills sort of across the bridge a little bit on the more rich side of town. We meet Jade Hills, who is the daughter of a billionaire family who is looking to sort of expand her horizons this coming senior year as she sort of settles into who she's going to become, what her future is going to be, and the mishaps that go along with that. Finally, we meet the newest student to the school of East Terra Valley High, Rowan Blake, a young Australian teenager from Melbourne who has moved here following a family tragedy that has sort of shaken the family to the core. Her mother and father struggling to make ends meet at this new home. Rowan tries to find her place at this new school. Everything seems to be going fine with the normal mishaps of high school until a new reality is sort of presented. To the rest of our protagonist, which is that there is an alien invasion from outer space making its way into Terra Valley as the original point of first contact. The reason they find this out is because they truly meet their president, Principal Magellan, who is actually...
You said president.
I said principal.
You said president.
I can never say it right. It's never president. It's never principal. It's always vice principal or president. He's the president of the school. He's Principal Magellan, who reveals that he is an agent from 400 years into the future, part of a resistance of humans who have joined forces to go back in time and stop the invasion of planet Earth before it has made its footholds to cause this fascist uprising that basically overtakes all of humanity and mines their biomass for resources, for research. People mocking me in the comments because the president.
Riley, thank you so much for the host. I didn't want to interrupt you, but thank you so much for the host, Riley.
Oh, thank you. This, of course, this new reality is terrifying to these students. You guys sort of aid Magellan. Jade, your brother, seems to be in on this whole thing. You guys confront him. He is warped into this terrifying creature made of this like dark sludge that like overlaps its entire body. And you all are confronted with this new being known as the Ordinate. The Ordinate being this alien race that seems to be overtaking people on Earth by merging with their spinal cords and overtaking their bodies completely. You also get these strange contacts, Molly, from some unknown signal that seems to be crying out for help, saying that they are trapped in a mind prison and that they need liberation. The three of you all sort of getting looped into this, realize that there's only one way that you can sort of figure out who this is, and it's by following it back to its origin point, which you find out to be underneath the football field. Molly, upon looking at your drawing tablet and realizing that you have a strange connection to the school outcast Union Paulson, your father picks you up. You guys go to a salad bar to celebrate his new employment at SciHigh Industries, the company that Jade's brother owns. Rowan, you go home. Jade, you also go home, learning that Mathers is going to be sent home and is no longer going to be working for your family. The final piece of all of this, final piece of the puzzle, Molly, your father gets killed in a sort of a hazard of trying to rescue you all. Magellan accidentally kills your father. You lose him. You all go to the school football field. You come into contact with this other alien race that is these beautiful blue floating creatures with sort of like these cloaks and these like marble faces almost that tell you that they are the ones that have been seeking liberation from the terrible evil Ordinate. However, when you find yourselves at the bottom of this place, you realize this is not true. The Ordinate was those dark slimy creatures all along. Or sorry, the Ordinate was these beautiful creatures all along, and that these other creatures, known as the Instruments, are the ones that have been subjugated, the ones that have been overtaken and are being used to exact violence on the people of planet Earth.
Jug Jam's correct. Don't forget Couch.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Don't forget my King Couch.
Next thing you know,
King Couch,
breaking in to help you all, we see Molly's love interest, a young student named Moon, their brother, Union Paulson is there, Mathers, your butler's there, Jade, and then a man that you, outside of SciHigh Industries, you had to wipe his memory because he found out about this whole alien thing and you couldn't deal with it. So you wiped his memory, and Molly, you left a piece of paper with this man saying that, "Welcome to Earth, your name is Couch." And this broke his goddamn mind. However, when coming to again, sorry, 1 second, I have to find my. Give me 1 second, folks.
By the way, I wrote it down. I knew I wrote it down in my notes. Moon's brother's name is Sam.
Right.
Sam, I am.
Oh, Sam.
Yes.
Molly did do that. She did.
Yes, thank you for doing that. Sorry, I had to look back at everything. Sorry, there's a lot of information to include.
Yeah.
So Couch comes to, and the Instruments use his body as a means of delivering their message. He is a blank slate. He has become the one true vessel, and that vessel erupts into this giant spiny being, similar to the one that you fought in the beginning, known as the instrument that can telepathically communicate with you, Molly, and Union Paulson. Upon fighting Tony Kozlowski, the school nerd, after he's been juiced up by the Ordinate, these creatures that were basically wolves in sheep's clothing, after being juiced up by them to be this terrifying murder machine, you defeat him. While you guys are fighting him, Molly, you are confronted with the information that the instruments and the Ordinate both must be crushed. It's the only way that things can be brought back to normal. The instrument speaks to you and says that they're no longer happy with the way that their entire bloodline exists now. Their minds have been warped by violence and pain for so long that the only way to stop it is by ending it all. As you all sort of escape, you make your way to the high school to rescue Jade's brother, who is over his body, his sleeping body. You see this other instrument cradling him in their arms, and you learn that this person, at least through speculation, is in some capacity Lucy, his partner who was killed at the beginning of the campaign. And that's where we left off on SciHigh.
And that's what you missed on.
If you guys have any more questions, that's a full season recap right there.
By the way, I'm taking credit for stopping Tony as an instrument because I got him to come out.
There you go.
I got him to come out and take over.
He came out
body.
as gay.
Yeah, he came out as gay. Congrats, I'm so happy for him.
And Erica has a lot of dates to go. Jade has a lot of dates to go on.
Jade has a date to go on. In order to get him to
promised a
fully
date.
become
Who's Erica?
conscious,
I don't know.
Jade promised a date with Tony.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
That's what you missed on Glee. Okay.
So, folks, are you ready to get back to it?
I am.
Let's do it.
Oh, one last thing, important thing that we learned. Magellan, of his 15-person crew that was sent back, is the only person who survived. And though he has sort of made himself out to be some sort of science fiction corporal, he was, for lack of a better term, the custodian.
Damn.
He was just the janitor.
He was just the janitor, and he learned what he knows is all that he could figure out from manuals and left behind things on the vessel that was sent back in time.
Damn.
And one of the things that we know is that one of the Ordnance weaknesses is SciHigh energy drink.
SciHigh energy drink.
Yep.
Got a boom.
And the end is sorry. There's another thing called the end. It was a command called End Sapphire, and there's a lot of things there that have been sort of speculated. Destroying Sapphire energy, like their warehouse, could cause an internal meltdown that will get rid of all Sapphire energy drinks. But there's other possibilities there. That meltdown could also, there's a lot of possibilities. I'll just say that much. All right, we're gonna get into it then.
All right.
Yo, get into it.
Get into it.
You see that your brother is tears in his eyes looking up at this creature and sort of says, I'm afraid of you. Whatever you are, I don't know if you're her, but you look nothing like Lucy. You watch as this creature, with sort of this like clicking and humming, in its voice, sort of strolls over closer to him and extends its 3 fingers out and plucks something from its neck and extends its hands out and in its hand you all see a small glint from a silver pendant that remains in the hand of this instrument. You see that, Jade, your brother is not someone who shows his emotions on his sleeve. You've never seen him be in love. You've never seen him care about another person because that's never been modeled in your family.
Right.
In that moment, it didn't matter what Lucy looked like. He buries his face in her chest and starts wailing. Lucy looks up at you all and sort of says, I know you don't recognize me. I know that I look very scary right now, and I don't quite know how I got here. But I share this body with this creature. And I see the pain and hardship that they've gone through. We can help them. The instrument, the couch, the instrument sort of walks to the front of this group of all of you and sort of says, what do you mean you can help us? Do you not see what they've done to our minds, to our souls? They have plucked every last bit of our being from us. Lucy's eyes glow red, a faint red, just like the instruments. And they both start speaking to each other in musical tones. And you all are sort of left out of this conversation for a while. Your brother backs up and stands up with his new legs, finally adapted to his body. And he walks over to you, Jade, a little bit taller than he normally is. And his face is damp, and his 5 o'clock shadow is well past 5 o'clock at this point, from having been in this chamber for so long. And he sort of Jade,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, are they?
Dad is one of them. I think Mom is too. I'm not sure, but I barely got out of our house alive. I'm really sorry.
Fuck! I was gonna get out of here. I was gonna help them. I was gonna protect them, and I feel like I can't do anything. None of us could do anything about this. What?
I know. I'm feeling the same thing. As much as I hate them both, they're our parents. None of us knew this was coming. We can't blame ourselves.
You don't.
I guess not.
Just like you don't hate me.
Of course not. Of course I don't hate you.
You hate the person I learned to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate that person too.
But I'm glad you're here now.
I want to kill whatever did this to you, to your friends, to Mom and Dad. Is Mathers here?
Mathers is safe. Just
Mathers, I think Mathers is with you. Is he not?
He is with me.
Mathers comes out from cowering behind Moon and sort of says, yes, Master Hills, I guess I could just say this now. Jason, your father let me go. And I just wanted you to know that I have to be honest, you were quite an asshole most of the time that I served you. You were a pretentious little sociopathic fuck. But beneath all of that, I knew that there was a good man in there. You have a lion's heart, my boy. And though I won't be around to see it for much longer, because I mean I'm not dying. I'm getting fired. It sounded like I was gonna die soon. Hope not. Right. I'm really proud to see who you've become, and I hope that not only hardship hardens your reserve. I hope that ease can bring about growth as well. We move over to a different part of the room. Rowan, you're sort of by yourself. You've noticed that you've sort of been removed from all of this. You have to watch Molly sort of relish in this, new discovery of this new love, and though she went through a lot, recently, she's partially like this is her destiny in some ways. And you see Jade finding this new connection with her brother and growing as a person, and you're starting to wonder, what does any of this mean for you?
I will admit, seeing Jason and Jade definitely struck a chord in Rowan. It reminded her of her and her sister.
We cut to something different now. You have a memory sort of flow through your head. It's your sister's birthday. And how old was she when she was lost?
I think around like 12 or 13.
It's her 12th birthday. And you're hanging out with her, and she's sort of just showing you these different cute boys that she's been different boy celebrities that she's sort of been idolizing and talking about music with you. And she stops for a second and she sort of says, Robbie, I think you're really cool.
Well, thanks, Sam. I think you're really cool.
No, but like, you really are, like, you're not afraid to be yourself. And I've always known that Mum and Dad are more proud of you than they are of me.
What are you talking about? Everything that I've done has been with the help of you. I have to credit you.
Well, you're so smart and you're so creative, and all I ever do is just sit around and play Roblox all the time. It's
I play with you.
I mean, what do I do?
We do everything together.
That's true.
Everything that I've done, you can also take credit for. We've done everything together. We're a team. That's how it's always going to be.
Rowie, I just want you to know I really look up to you, and I just know that, like, if anything bad were to ever happen, I could trust you to always be there to help, to protect me, and I'm just really grateful that I have an older sister like that.
She just pulls her into a hug.
As you pull her into a hug, you feel this weight hit you in the chest inside of the underground lab. You can remember her laugh. You can remember the sound of her voice. But the main thing you remember is how she always counted on you to be the one to make things happen, to save the day. And in that moment, you know there's no other purpose than to fulfill that promise inside of you. Magellan sort of walks over to you, Rowan, and lightly pats you on the back and sort of says, huh, wow, well, I guess it's a bad time to say that there's literally thousands of aliens in the street, literally consuming people's bodies, sitting right here. Emotions. Rowan, I just wanted to say thank you for being such a good new student this year. I mean, listen, I don't really care about all the teaching stuff, but I just wanted to say that, you guys are the reason I do this. No, not like the teaching stuff. When I see brilliant minds like you, Molly, and Jade, it makes it all seem worthwhile that I'm risking my entire life just to make sure that kids like you get to see the light of day. They crush minds like yours. And I guess I just wanted to be real with you for a minute that I wouldn't have spent the last 40 years of my life in a containment unit reading old manuals and practicing with broomsticks if I didn't know that it wouldn't be worth it. Or if I knew that you know what I'm trying to say.
She places her hand on his shoulder and goes, "We couldn't have done this without you."
Debatable. But
you told
what I really
everything.
should say, yeah, but you guys taught me a lot more. That's about how worthy humanity is of saving. Lucy and the instrument stop speaking to one another. And the instrument turns around at you all and says, "You have an option in the end of days. You have a few. You will decide our fate. The end is at Sapphire. There are 3 commands. Molly, that tablet that you're holding holds secrets that we don't even understand. But something that the Ordinate is able to do is fuse their consciousness with ours, using the technology presented within that tablet. If we were to hyperlink it to some sort of widespread connection that could go all across of Terra Valley, or maybe even amplify it to go across this part of America, you can kill us all, okay? Or we can all merge. If you think it'd be a good idea, we can merge humanity's consciousness with the instruments. And we will survive by latching on to you. Or you can kill us all.
How would that affect us if you were tethered or merged with humans?
Well, look around you. Look at me. Look at Lucy. There are humans, but deeper, they're people. Doesn't matter if they're covered in spines or if they're covered in hair. They're people. You decide in the end, in those last moments, only you can make those decisions. But until then, we have a battle to fight if we want to make our way to SciHigh Industries. I will not hold it against you what you decide. For I have already accepted death, as have those of us among us with consciousness. Any other respite from that is a pleasant surprise. You all leave the school and you arrive in the front parking lot in front of East Terra Valley High. We have some planning to do here. Okay. I'm going to do initiative in a very interesting way here. Well, so we're going to do something. We're going to what's called streamlining travel. You guys are making your way all the way over to
SciHigh.
SciHigh Industries. SciHigh is about 15 minutes away from the school. So we're going to do this in 5-minute intervals. I'm going to roll a
15
d20.
minutes by what mode of transportation? Walking?
We'll say everyone's going by car.
Not me.
You're going by your fast bike, which goes the speed of a car.
Okay.
Now you guys can choose your party if you want. If you want people to stay behind, you don't have to take certain people with you.
I don't think Sam should come with us. I don't think Mathers should come with us.
I don't think Mathers should come with
Yeah,
us.
no.
So Mathers should look after Sam.
Okay, Mathers and Sam are staying back.
At the school. I think Jason should come with us.
Mm-hmm.
What about Moon?
I don't think Molly would want them to come.
Okay, so Moon stays.
Moon doesn't have any way of defending themselves.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on a second.
Okay.
You see Magellan sort of says, before you guys leave the school, he sort of says, hey, it's probably a good time to bring this up. We have other suits.
How many?
4.
4 extra?
I'd say
4 extra suits.
give one to Jason, give one to Moon, give one to Couch.
Couch doesn't need one. Couch is an instrument.
Okay,
Right,
so give
okay.
one to Jason, give one to Moon. Mathers should not come.
He's just not coming.
And Sam is a child, and I don't want to endanger a child. So Mathers.
You're all children. You're actually all of your
But like
children.
a child, like an actual child.
No,
And then-
okay.
Union.
Union
Oh,
can
yeah.
have Union should have a third one.
Okay, so Jason's suit, Union suit, and then who is the last person?
Jason, Union,
Oh, Jason.
and Moon.
Jason, Union, Moon.
Moon suit. This is funny.
Moon suit.
Ah.
And then
Do they have moon shoes?
Mathers and
Mathers and Sam
Sam
are staying back.
stay behind, and then Couch does not need a suit.
What about Aaron?
Oh yeah, give him the last one.
Yeah, I think he should.
Aaron
go.
gets a suit.
He's athletic, right?
He's athletic, and I'll say he's woken up at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they a child or are they a child? Sam is like 13 or 14.
Yeah, Rowan will not let him go.
Yeah.
It's not even her brother, and she's like, no,
I'm
I'm not letting him come with us. It's too dangerous.
Okay. Oh boy, you guys are in for it.
Ew.
Oh,
Okay.
You guys
my
have
new-
chosen a very interesting lineup,
I don't know.
no.
What is it's me?
and this is putting a lot of ideas in my little head. My little mind. My little
And Magellan
mind.
already has a suit on, so.
Little noggin.
Magellan's is a suit. My little noggin.
Oh, sorry. God. Jesus.
Everyone just reported and blocked this channel. Pet's little noggin. I did it so you wouldn't fear is weird.
Keep going.
Cool.
We're gonna get sued by Nintendo.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I need everyone. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay,
Which one?
left one.
The blue one?
Green.
Oh, the green one?
Cry.
Green.
Green.
Green. Okay. All right. Okay, everyone, get your d20s ready.
Okay. Oh.
Ready?
Okay. I need 2 checks from you all. I need a social check. And I need a survival check.
Oh. I'm proficient in survival.
Okay. I rolled first. Okay. In my mind, I said first roll is gonna be social, and I got a nat.
Cool.
So
10 for social,
then-
14 survival. No, 13 survival.
13
You got
survival as
10
well for
social?
me.
10 social, 13 survival.
Okay.
Alright.
What'd you get, Jade?
I got a 14 social and 4 survival. I got a 6. I want to die.
On your survival?
Yes.
Who got below a 10 on their survival?
Huh?
Who got below a 10 on their survival?
Yeah.
You did?
Who-
You're the only one?
Yeah.
I got a 13.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 13 as well.
Jesus Christ.
Jade, as you're driving across town, who's riding with you?
I think Aaron's riding with me, and I think Jason's riding with me.
Okay. Molly, I'll say you go it with Magellan in his
Truck.
pod.
And Moon's also with us.
Moon's with you guys, okay. And then Rowan, you're taking someone on the back of your bike, maybe?
Who else do I need to...
We also have room.
do
We also
need
have
to
room for
carry?
one more if there needs to be one more seat.
Who else do we need to carry? Union?
Union.
Union it can be in the pod with Molly. There's room for one more person.
I was gonna say I don't think.
Okay, so you're all by yourself. You're by yourself,
All
Rowan.
by myself. Yeah.
Okay. So you got a 6 on your social.
6 survival.
6 survival. You watch as 2 of these smaller like spike balls crash out your windows, and you everyone in the car is going to take 2 points of damage.
All right.
Who's in the car with you?
Jason,
Jason
and...
and Aaron.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Like, pog. Like,
Matt said goodbye. It was fun, y'all. So, like,
2 points of damage is not that bad.
it's not that bad.
okay.
I mean, I have 10
Now when it
HP,
starts
so...
adding up, they
Yeah.
could die.
Yeah.
So that's a fun little thing to think about. You said you got 10 on your social check, Rowan?
Yes.
Who else got below a 12?
on social.
Yeah.
Not me.
You have 1 level of exhaustion, so you have disadvantage on rolls.
What the...
Did I also take 2 damage as well? Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone in the car, which includes you.
Got it. So.
You take 2 points of exhaustion damage, and you don't know what it's from.
Wait, you said 1.
Oh, sorry, 1 point of sorry, you don't take damage. You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Which means all my rolls are a disadvantage.
Yeah. For now.
My legs are hurting from riding my bike.
Okay, that's the first round. I'm gonna make a roll to see. Anything below a 10 is not good. Anything above a 10 is okay, is neutral. Anything above a 15 is awesome. Anything below a 5 is maybe the most catastrophic thing that could possibly happen. So.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's a 19. That's a 19. That's a 19. You feel this energy surge from your tablet, Molly, and your level of exhaustion is gone, Rowan.
Oh, I can erase it. I can erase it.
So it's a 19. That's like close to a 20, so that's like really fucking good.
Fun.
Cool. Second round, everyone make the same rolls.
That was scary, guys.
Social and survival?
Yeah,
What roll?
Okay.
both
Oh my
again.
God.
Mike,
Or the same one.
social and then a survival.
A social and a
All right.
survival? Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now that my social's a 6.
13,
And my
13 and a
survival
14.
is the 7.
13 social, 14 survival.
Is it a 6 and a 7? What is yours, Molly?
I got a 10 for my social
Cool.
and a 4 for survival.
Oh my god! We're all gonna fucking die!
We're gonna
I
die.
got 13, 14. That's not bad.
Rowan, your bike is great. It's fine.
Yeah, smooth sailing.
I'm vibing, guys.
Um,
I have music playing in my AirPods.
Erica, you have a 6 and a 7? Okay.
Rowan's about to be like, this is why I don't ride in cars. This is why I don't ride in cars.
You have a level of exhaustion from your social failure. And then your survival will cause you to lose. Let's see, how low is it? Was it 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me do this real quick.
Alright.
Everyone in the car is going to lose 4 points of HP.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Great, so...
Oh my god.
Okay. So now I
You
have
watch
4.
you watch as one of the ordinate their face slams against the side of the car, and you watch as it erupts in this like terrifying, like wrinkly face starts to swirl, and you watch as parts of your brother's arms get scratched by these terrifying claws that come out of it, and Aaron also gets cut in the crossfire, and you get cut in the crossfire. You take 4 points of damage. Everyone in the car.
If I could,
So.
I'd be playing the Let's Ride. Bitches know they can't catch me. Vroom, vroom.
Molly, what did you roll again on your survival check?
I got a 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna be dead. I'm just dead.
No! The Sheridan line is gone.
The pod begins to lose air. As one of the infested instruments breaks the glass at the top of the thing, and you all start losing oxygen.
Oh!
You're gonna take 3 points of damage for now. Everyone in the thing is gonna take 3 points of damage. And Magellan is going to fail this round at getting the oxygen masks deployed. Okay, so you're in your fucking suits. Back up.
Beep,
Backing up,
beep,
backing up.
beep, beep.
Back up. You can breathe just fine.
Okay.
This thing breaks in and is going to start okay, shit. This is really blowing a hole in my world building right now. Fuck. It's really blowing a hole in my world building. Holy shit, I suck at DMing.
Nope.
You get jostled and you guys hit your heads and you lose 3 points. Okay.
And I got
Concussions.
that big concussion though.
Concussion
Okay,
check.
Concussions with your friends, check.
So
So that's Molly. Who else is in your thing with you? Magellan.
Unina Moon is in there as well. And Magellan.
yeah.
Oh, damn, that's 4 people.
I'm
Yeah.
literally just
Okay.
vibing, guys. I'm literally just vibing.
We had a great start to our trip, and then everything went downhill.
Okay.
My dice are cursed.
Welcome back, Riley.
Everyone's like, yeah, nice job, Pat. For fucking retconning your fucking thing.
The last one.
All right. I'm going to make another fate roll. I'm going to see what happens. Remember, anything below a 10, not good.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
Stop
What
it.
is it?
Don't make that
is it
face.
that one? Is
it
it
two?
that one?
Guys,
Stop it now. Stop it now.
I'm really sorry, but...
Yo! We're vibing. We're vibing.
Let's
And,
go.
it was cut off everybody, but it was a nat 20.
Not only does everyone's exhaustion disappear almost immediately because of another pulse from Molly's fucking amazing fucking tablet. You guys are gonna get advantage on your fate roll next round.
Pogger, Pogger, champ.
All right, last
right.
one.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay.
Whoa! Okay, 10 and 10 for social, but for survival, I got 22.
I got 22 for social and 18 for survival, bitch.
All right, Molly, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I got a 10 for social and a
Good.
6 for survival.
Molly, you're going through it.
I thought for a second Alex said I don't like Nora, and then she corrected Nora's face.
I know. I saw it. I was like,
I don't like
oh,
Nora.
okay.
I don't like Nora.
I was like, what a weird place to reveal. Okay.
Okay, Molly. A fire breaches the hull. And the pod is going to start descending at a faster pace. The way that you land on this final one is you all take some pretty bad concussive damage. So you lost 3, you lost 4 this round.
Oh.
So everyone is minus 7 HP. Everyone's not looking great.
Not even there yet.
We're not even at Sapphire yet.
We're not
Everyone
even at
else
Sapphire
rolled
yet.
successfully. Well, this is the last one. This is the last one before you get to Sapphire.
Now we're here. Now we're here.
Yeah. Well, okay, so everyone else was fine on their rolls.
Okay. No. I don't like when you make those faces.
Wait.
So your fate roll, you did with advantage.
Uh-huh. Oh, no,
Your light
advantage
said,
is bad.
"Hi."
And you got an 18 both times.
Pog.
Saved by the bell.
You guys have been getting nothing but good rolls here, so fuck.
We need it. We need it.
What
It's
I'll say
Molly's
is
dad.
because you got an 18, instant health scan within the hull comes on and heals you all for 5 points of HP.
Oh,
It was almost
I'll
completely
take it. I'll
reversed. It was almost completely reversed.
Well, they still have
Almost.
-2.
I said almost.
Yeah. Well,
And Jason and Aaron and Jade are -6 HP right now.
yeah. So I'm going with 4 HP right now, living my life.
It's just like those memes of
Okay.
people driving with like the swerve.
so
You all.
so my car's at 8 I almost said HP.
Nora's British now.
We're at 8 HP.
Yeah.
In my car. Okay, got it.
Hey guys, I still have 10.
Her bike ride was flawless.
My bike ride was beautiful. I listened to some Claro on the way there. No, Rowan listens to 100 Gex. She was listening to
Jade's car was a little rough.
she was
Jade,
listening
your
to
car is
Stupid
all
Horse.
fucked up. Your tires are popped. You get to the front of Sapphire with your wheels screeching, and your car basically shits itself. It's gone.
Oh.
Sorry, the way that Matt spelled out HP. He spelled it HAYCHPEE.
Rowan, you the ground slick with rainwater still. You zip there in your bike, get off, and you're like, ah, feels so good right now.
Out.
And then you take your AirPods out. You look back, and Jade's car is dying, is dead, is gone. But you're there.
What route did you guys take?
And then Nora, the pod lands. Molly, the pod lands. And you all tumble out, literally covered in scrapes and bruises. Just like exhausted. And Magellan's like, oh man, is that what, like one of the, it's like one of those, when the, it's like it's like one of those, sorry, you guys have them, they roll and you go and you go down them and they go up and then they fast.
Can I make a check to see who looks the worst? To try and like
Yes.
Like what check? To check who looks the most hurt.
You can do a insight.
Okay.
Magellan finishes his thought. Roller coaster.
It fell on the floor. It fell on the floor. Hold on, I'm seeing what it landed on. Okay. So insight?
Yeah.
That's a 15.
The worst looking of the group that came out of the pod? Or of everyone?
Out of everybody.
Jade, Aaron looks the worst by far. Because Aaron does not have bionic legs. And Jade is a stud, like can handle this shit.
Yeah.
I will come up to Aaron. I was like, "Do you need some help? You look pretty rough." I noticed that you barely hold on. It seems like.
I can
Hey,
I can hear my blood.
Can you follow my finger
right now?
Can you follow my finger?
Stop that, please. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna take a medicine check to try and help him.
Mm-hmm.
To try and 11.
11. Do it with advantage right quick.
I got a 9 again, and I got an 11 again.
Okay. I'm just gonna give this to you because it's a plot thing and I want it, so I'm gonna do it. As you're sort of looking at his body, your heads-up displays doing the thing it normally does whenever you're making a medicine check, where it like displays where the injuries are, what kind of things are. You notice something strange that you haven't really noticed about the suit before, but like you notice it on his suit because these are old suits and like no one's worn them in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're not old because they're from the future, but you notice something interesting. There around the wrist near the ring, there is this like pulley that like you've never really quite noticed because it's like kind of built into the suit a little bit, but it's like this metallic pulley that you can sort of pull, and it has a cross on it.
Like a medical cross?
Yeah.
I'll take his hand and like press it.
When you press it, it doesn't
Pull it.
do anything. It's a pulley.
I'll pull it.
Bop it.
Twist it.
You watch as his suit inflates like a goddamn balloon, and you all hear a voice. Everyone with suits on hears a voice in their head. Now deploying extra vitality. as he does this, you watch as the suit floats back upwards to where he's standing upright, deflates, re-adheres to his body, and Aaron is a lot more muscular and fulled out than he was before. And he sort of goes, why is air spicy right now? What the fuck?
Rowan just waves and says, "Can you follow my finger now? You good?
He perfectly follows your finger. Like,
you feel better?
Oh, goddamn amazing.
You feel better?
I feel amazing. I feel amazing right now.
Great.
Ask me any question.
I know.
Ask me any question.
Your head was bleeding before, and now it's not. So you're good.
I can't even touch my head, and I know it's not bleeding.
Great. Why is the air spicy? Okay.
You watch as he sort of says, I feel like I could kick someone's ass right now.
Well,
and I feel like
we might have to do that. We might have to do that.
You notice the machine has a toot 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 in all of your heads, and flashing on your heads-up display is the pulleys on all of your wrists.
I'm completely fine. I don't need to pull it.
Magellan says, okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've known about these suits for maybe 60 years, all 60 years of my life, 50 years of my life, probably. I did not know that was a feature that it had.
Magellan, do you not know how old you are?
I think I'm like 60-something. Years are measured differently in this iteration of time. But we did the math, and we're probably about 450 years in the future. So
should we pull
So I'm
these?
gonna pull mine.
Yeah, we're gonna pull these.
yeah, I'll pull mine.
I mean, I'm fine,
right,
but
everyone.
I want to see if it makes me strong. Oh.
Everyone, who is wearing a suit, your max HP is up to 25 now.
Whoa!
Is our max HP? Do we still have the damage that we had before with the
your HP is fully revitalized to 25 HP.
Holy shit!
It's basically
And
what's
everyone's armor class?
14.
13.
13.
Mine was already up.
You all move up.
Mine was up one more than them because my stats were different.
Yeah, everyone's goes up one.
Oh,
Pog.
Hog.
This is how you solve leveling up on a 6-episode arc. Cool. You all are all stronger than you've ever felt in your entire lives. Maybe a little bit taller. Maybe a little bit angrier. The instrument looks at you all and sort of goes, damn. And that just sort of impressed with the fact that you guys all just became super fucking powerful.
do you think this is a good time for a break? As well?
Yes.
This is
Yes.
like in a
Well,
video
let me-
game when you're about to reach the boss and you find the little save point like right by it and you know something's about to go down.
Well, here's what I'll say before we go to break. You'll hear a rumbling in the distance. From where you remember something disappearing not long ago after you fought your brother, Jade. His car had to get removed somehow. The ground begins to crack open, spilling into this empty chasm, arising out of it, literally 30 feet tall, with a large car at the center of its chest. You see this eldritch nightmare of instrument, ordnate, and technology all merged in front of you, letting out this terrible scream, like literally shaking the entirety of the world around you. You see crawling at its feet your mom and dad. Their faces extended out of this body, limp there. And something else in the car seats of this car, still awake, looking at you all, desperate and afraid, we see Rowan Blake's parents.
No! Please! I tried to help them! No!
Going to break.
Put on the low blow. It's time for break.
It's fucking Optimus Prime.
It's Prime.
That's a transformer.
Tears on my cheek don't make me weak, nor does love in the beautiful. Cause I'm stronger than hell when I'm looking at you, and my heart is a champion fall. Wind in my sails as the weather prevails, ripping my sailboat apart, and I'm buried at sea with the monsters I keep in the depths of my hurricane heart. Till I amused by everything moving from me. Staying contradictions. These vivid visions fill my eyes with wonder and fear. I am alone, nobody home, oh, and nobody near at all. I rise just to fall. I'm under the water, on top of it all. I rise just to fall. I'm under the water, on top of it all. I'm looking for a feeling between a rock and a hard place. Love can be revealing between a rock and a hard place. I'm looking for a feeling between a rock and a hard place. Love can be revealing between a rock and a hard place. Is there something I should know? 'Cause this feeling's gotta go. Stuck solving puzzles, I don't have the pieces tied. Girl, if you hate me, at least have something in common with you. I'm looking for a feeling between a rock and a hard place. Love can be revealing between a rock and a hard place. I'm looking for a feeling between a rock and a hard place. Love can be revealing between a rock and a hard place. A rock and a hard place. A rock and a hard place. A rock and a hard place.
Okay. And we're back.
I'm back.
Girls, Gays, and Days, we're back.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I have my Care Bear for emotional support. During this troubling time, I have a new can of Diet Coke. I dedicate this Diet Coke
A fresh
to-
one.
I dedicate this Diet Coke to my mom and dad, who are stuck in that car. That's literally Rowan's like nightmare. A car? Really?
What?
Out of all things that they
Do you think I?
out of all the
Do you
things
think that I manufactured this?
all the things
like a
that they
DM
could-
would?
that they could be stuck in. It's a car.
Huh?
Anyway.
Awkward. Anyway.
Awkward.
Yeah, I got some Diet Conk.
Diet Conk.
Diet Conch.
Why is that so funny? Diet Conk shell.
No.
Okay. You look as your parents are crawling out from underneath this Jade, and they begin to sort of slither in the general direction of everyone. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative
Ah! Okay.
for the last time in SciHigh.
For the last
You're rolling
time.
initiative.
Yo! I got a 19.
I got an 11.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys?
1 sec, guys.
That would be
1
amazing,
sec.
you guys.
1 sec.
Give me
Thank you.
1 sec.
Guys, it would be so rocking and rolling if you could give me 1 second, okay?
1 second.
Guys, this is Grumpy Bear.
If I had true love.
I like to think that he plays video games. I think he looks like the kind of guy to have a paladin, maybe, or probably a rogue.
Oh, by the way, Tony's with you.
Tone.
He like ran after.
Oh,
everyone.
wig.
And so did the instrument. They like ran after.
Tone.
For anybody who doesn't know, Tony is literally in like instrument form. He's just like a conscious instrument.
Tony is in his instrument form.
He's like a conscious instrument.
Okay, what were your initiative orders again? Sorry,
I got a 19.
All right.
I got 11.
I got a 6.
All right.
Grumpy Bear is 100% an edgelord rogue. Grumpy Paladin dad vibes. He definitely wouldn't play a barbarian. He thinks it's a little bit too stereotypical for somebody of his personality type.
Let's go, Tony.
Keep stalling. I have to roll on everyone's initiatives.
I think Grumpy Bear is probably a devil's advocate kind of guy. But I think that he has the potential.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he has the potential to grow out of that. He has a lot of potential. His biggest thing on the box, literally in the box, it said that the whole point of him being a Care Bear is to show that you can't have happiness without a little bit of grumpiness. So, yeah, he's too sophisticated for a barbarian, 100% Matt. But
I made too many dates in this campaign.
You
Kinda...
Yeah.
You have a lot of dates to go on
after this.
a
lot of dates.
You let me live, date with you. I said, Aaron, rain check on the date with you. Let's go to the park. And now...
Now you're regretting it all.
I have 2 dates.
What does Aaron look like?
Aaron has got like kind of sort of like curlier hair, but it's like more so wavy, and sort of shorter. He is I think, did I mention that he's biracial? He's biracial, and he's sort of has these like really pretty green eyes, and has a very, very convincing smile of someone who is a charmer at heart.
I love him.
But he's also very short.
Aww.
He's also very short.
That's so
my God,
he's a short king.
He sounds like he's so handsome.
He is handsome. Of course, Aaron is a lot taller than he was before.
Period. But short kings.
Everyone being at 25 HP.
Short kings, we love you.
Okay. So, the voice is amplified across the entire parking lot. Thunder erupts in the distance. Curtains of rain begin to cover up the parking lot, and thunder and lightning begin to erupt from the sky. We are in a stormy battlefield now, as the sounds of the voice of the nightmare, which is what this creature's name is, begin to erupt throughout the night sky like thunder, splitting the night. A voice of an ordinate begins to speak to you all. If you concede now, we will spare your family, and we will spare all of you. Better to live in subjugation than to die right here, right now, trying to prevent it. We will forgive your crimes against us, and we will make sure that you survive the coming revolution.
I'm just gonna pull my sword out as a symbol of being like, fuck you, no.
Yeah, right. I'm readying my
your
big gun.
violet sword erupts. The crackles at the end of your coil start to, and Molly, do you pull out your
sapphire energy drink bottles with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
You juice up your thing.
Yeah, I get it ready.
And you hear this voice thunder across. Very well then. Now you will meet the face of true pain. This thing's eyes glow a bright blue. The instrument sharpens their skin and begins to stand next to you all, looks down at you all with erupted red eyes and says, "They will bleed for what they tried to do to you." First in initiative order, we have Rowan Blake.
So seeing my mom and dad up there, I'm pissed and I'm really scared. Right. And so I'd like to look and see try and find out a course of action on how I can get to them and get them out.
Sure. About 60 feet away from you, this thing stands.
Mm-hmm.
No, about 100 feet away from you, this thing stands. About 60 feet away from you are Jade's parents, who are infested and crawling around on the ground. Sort of these spiny creatures. They're these terrible warped versions of the instruments, what are usually like darkly elegant, beautiful shaped bodies have now been warped into these terrible nightmares. Walking around on the ground, you see their bodies dangling from it. They're sort of in front of it. If you're able to sort of either get around them, take them down, or take them down, you could feasibly climb your way up the nightmare and into the car to rescue your parents.
So
you can enlist members of the group to help you achieve certain things. So if you want someone to fight them off, do this, help you fight them, or help hoist you up or something like that, you can gain help on an action if you enlist the help of one of the other people in suits.
Who's closest to me?
Let's see.
Like together?
You're all kind of together.
Okay. I'll look. I'll look and like. She kind of just like eyes the distance and like what's around them, and she turns around, and says to the group, "My parents are in that car. We need to get them out. Somebody needs to help me up and get them."
Jumping to your aid, you see that Tony says, "No, not a primal gladly help you fight these fucking idiots off."
I just need someone.
Sorry, I don't normally curse like that.
I need someone to distract them while I try and get up there, and I need someone to help me get up to them so I can get them out.
Much like my court jester character in my one session of D&D that I play with my cousins from Alabama, I am an excellent distractor. Tony rips open his chest.
Oh.
And spines begin to stretch out of him, and he says, "Do you think this will work?" He's asking you a question.
Is it like like as a distraction, or is it like?
He's gonna use this body horror to distract these two creatures.
Okay.
You want him to distract? Now, to be clear, do you want him to distract the monsters, or do you want him to distract the nightmare?
I want him to distract the monsters so I can try and climb the nightmare.
Okay, he's going to engage in combat with them to get them on him.
Okay.
So when he acts, he's going to attempt to distract them.
All right.
He's right after you. In initiative order.
Okay. So I'm going to start running toward the nightmare.
Cool.
Wait.
Use like twice your movement speed.
Before I do that, I'm going to...
Do you want to drop your turn after his?
I want somebody to come help me get up there. I'm not going to be able to climb up there on my own.
You can. You just have to make a successful like acrobatics or athletics check.
I can't depend on that. Because I'm likely to fail.
Do you want to ask for another person? You can ask for another person.
Yeah, you know what? Eye for an eye. I'm going to ask Aaron since I just helped him.
Aaron sort of says, huh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I totally got it.
And I just grab his
Aaron
arm
is going
and run
to...
with him and take him with me as I run. That's what
Funny enough, Aaron is right after Tony in initiative order. So do you want to drop your turn after the two of them, or do you want to drop it after Tony?
What? I don't understand what that means.
Do you want to pick up your turn and drop it after them? Like, do you want to do your turn after them? You can come out of initiative order, come back in when you want.
I'll wait till Tony distracts, and then Aaron and I will run.
Cool. I'll move your turn after Tony's. So Tony's going to act next.
Okay.
Tony is going to roll a distraction check. That is a 14. These two monsters start to swarm after him, or are going to, on this turn, swarm after him. So they're distracted, I'll say. Successfully, he distracted them. So they're not going to be on you this turn. Now, do you want to drop your turn in here, or do you want to wait until after Aaron has taken his turn?
I want to go now and drag Aaron with me. I'm going to
Aaron
take him
will move
by
with
his
you.
arm and by his wrist and take him with me.
Cool. You guys move 30 feet forward. You have to close about 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So you move about 30 feet forward. Tony's going to try to keep them distracted. He's going to be making rolls with advantage every round until you are finished getting up there. If they are not distracted on a certain round, I am warning you, they will go after you. Or if someone else distracts, that can also be a part of it.
I love Among.
Everyone else might engage in combat. It's like that.
It's just like Among.
So people can engage with these creatures because they're the only other enemies on the thing. Cool. After that, it is Union's turn. Union is going to run. He runs up to you, Molly, and he sort of says, "Look, I don't know what we're supposed to do here, but my vote is that you and I take these tablets and we go into the Sapphire and Energy building and we try to figure out this whole thing so that we can stop this while it's happening."
Yes, I agree.
You do?
Yeah.
As you say that, you hear a voice. It's Moon's voice, and they say to you, "Wait, Molly, wait. We need you out here. We're gonna die out here. What?" We don't have weapons like you. We're gonna die.
Union,
I need you to make a decision right now.
Union, do you think that you could do it on your own? Do you think you could hold the fort until I can get up there with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take your tablet and I'll do it.
Take my tablet. You go up there. I'll try and join you as I can.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. It's Union's turn. He's gonna make a roll. Cool. Let's see. It's now the Nightmare's turn.
Oh.
You watch as these arms stretch out like vines and slams down on the ground to push itself up even further. It is like a bottomless torso with two large arms holding it up and this like humanoid head with a car coming out of its chest. It lets out this terrifying shriek. The nightmare is going to attempt to make an attack on Tony.
Oh!
It's 100% successful.
Oh. No.
And is going to do...
How much damage?
My king.
Is Tony going to endure?
What's... Sorry, I'm doing math in my head. 16 points of damage.
Oh my god,
He can't die. I want to know about his court jester character.
I swear to god if he does, I start crying. I can't do this.
Now Tony is juiced up. You have to remember that. So Tony has higher HP than normal.
What's his
Tony
HP?
has higher HP than normal. But that's, it won't keep him invincible.
Yeah.
So Tony gets a hole gouged in his shoulder and jeez! Oh my god! First time seeing one of your friends in actual real pain. Like this.
We watched a middle-aged man die.
Cool.
So.
That's true. That's the nightmare's turn. Moon is now going to act. Moon sort of looks at you, Molly, and sort of says, I'm so glad you decided to stay and help. This is going to change the game for us. Look, I don't know how to fight this thing, so I'm going to try to fight the monsters that are on Tony right now. I can't wait to dance with you. That was weird.
Nope.
Okay.
It's okay.
Bye. Moon, they take a few strides towards it, and they're going to try to throw this. Think like Antifa protests, like Molotov cocktail style. At this thing, it's gonna see how their aim is. That is a natural 1. That is a natural 1. That is a natural 1. That is a natural. As they sort of run away from you, in sort of being like really intimidated by how attracted they are to you, they slip on or they step in a puddle. A little pothole in the ground that's covered up with a puddle, trips over and falls, and there is a crack in Moon's visor now. So if there is any sort of gaseous effect that occurs, Moon will have disadvantage on saves with it.
No! You can't deny that's kind of funny, though. It's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny, isn't it?
You bonk. Sorry, I just remembered something that happened in the past that was very similar to that.
Magellan. I'm gonna say that Magellan has his shotgun. Magellan sort of says to you all, "All right, ladies, time to show them what we learned at Terravale. It's time to show them. We're gonna show them what we've learned at Terra Valley High School." Lets off a couple of blasts. I'm gonna say that he gets 2 in. Oh, okay. The first one hits. Does 9 points of damage to Jade's mom.
Conflicted about that, but good.
I don't think you have much of a choice right now.
Let's see. Sorry, give me a second.
Alex said, "Hey,
said
Molly,
9
you're really cute." Hee. Anyway, bonk.
I'm trying to get my character horns.
1 shot, 1 kill. Lock and load. Magellan knocks off a few spines from your mother. being careful to avoid your mother's body. It is now Monster Mom's turn.
Monster Mom.
Monster.
Large
Mom,
tentacles
let's see.
begin to erupt from the part where she was shot and try to wrap themselves around Magellan's legs.
Linda, why?
They fail. Magellan sort of like bonks him off with his stock. And Monster Mom is enraged. Monster Dad is now going to take a turn.
Christ.
Going to gouge into Tony. Fails. Monster Mom and Dad sucked this round. Molly, it is now your turn. You see Moon face planted in the rain with a cracked visor. And then you're there with your mace unit.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to spray anything near Moon in case it gets them too. I'm trying to decide if I want to I'll go after monsters that Moon was going to go after. And
Monster Mom and Dad?
Yeah. And I'm going to try and spray them with my mace.
Cool. Wait, am I missing someone in initiative order? No. Okay. I think we're good. You're going to spray them with are you aiming for Monster Mom or Monster Dad?
Monster Dad.
Monster Mom is taking damage.
Oh, Monster Mom.
Okay, you're gonna do Monster Mom. More salt in the wound. Cool. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
Make sure to add your attack bonus, which should be your dexterity plus your proficiency, which is 2. Whatever your dexterity modifier is on top of 2.
Okay. Okay. I got 13.
13?
Yeah.
That hits. Their AC is 12. So you manage to soften their carapace. Her carapace. And you hear this terrible shrieking that floats between loud clicking and harmonious, almost like the sound of an organ in a church. Let's see. I'm going to make a thing for that. Okay. Cool. Okay, is that all for your turn?
Did I move at all when I sprayed?
You had to move about 30 feet to close in on them.
Okay.
I'll just say that they move. Fuck it. Like they probably move towards you all. So we'll just retcon and say that like the movement's closed in on the monsters.
Okay. That's it for mine.
Okay, cool. That's your turn. The instrument is now going to act. The instrument's legs begin to extend into long points as their height grows. This almost skeletal shape, their rib cage begins to sharpen into this like curved out, like almost like a their bodies are, the thing about the instruments, and something you need to realize is like their bodies are almost in constant movement in terms of like the surface of their skin. It's like this undulating movement, and the parts of their body are like consistently like morphing into different geometric shapes and sizes. And a large part of that is these curvaceous spines that occur on their bodies. These spines begin to sort of erupt around the rib cage and sort of splay out like flower petals. And the instrument's eyes are glowing a deep red, and begins to sprint at this, literally one of the fastest things you've ever seen, like a sports car zooming past you. You watch as this thing tackles the nightmare, is going to attempt to tackle the nightmare. The nightmare is much larger than it. Fails miserably, but not a crit fail. Sorry, I'm hiccuping a lot. You watch as it sort of like runs into it, and some of its spines pierce its skin, and is going to do 13 points of damage.
Pog.
It's not a whole lot.
Okay, never mind.
For the nightmare, which is a very powerful thing. Let's see. I wish I had my calculator here. Give me 1 second. I can't do mental math because
Mental math.
Good point.
Matt said monster.
Yeah.
Monster mom.
The nightmare takes 13 points of damage, hardly feels it, but does like notice the instrument, and the ordinate begins to speak again through like this projection, and sort of says, "You and the rest of your futile race will perish under our domineering hand." And begin to this blue like smoke begins to like erupt from its eyes in anger. Cool. That's the instrument's turn. Jade, it is now your turn.
First, I'm gonna flip it off. Second, okay, so can I try and can I get to the nightmare without encountering my parents, or should I probably deal with my parents? Like, are they?
This round you can. They're distracted this round.
Okay, just because they're my parents, it's kind of mind fucking me right now, so I'm just gonna try and go for the nightmare. So I guess
Cool.
I'll just...
You move 30 feet in the nightmare's direction.
Okay, am I there yet?
No.
This thing is about 100 feet away total, so you're about
the same length away as me and Aaron.
Alright, I'm gonna run towards it, and... can I bring... Well, does Jason have a weapon at all?
See, this is the problem. I didn't really give these people weapons, because why would they have weapons?
Right.
I think Jason has certain abilities afforded by his...
Does he have any... Because, okay,
legs.
The Ordinate is hurt by the energy drinks, right? Do you think he has some of them on him at all? Like, do we have any?
You didn't specify that he had any on him, but I will say you guys, probably would have brought some with you. I will say you probably won't be able to move the full 30 if you go back and get some from the car.
I'll just go the full 30. Yes.
Would there be any in my bike?
Probably not. Would you have stocked up your bottle holder?
I have like a basket.
We didn't say that we did.
Yeah.
Did you put any? We didn't.
I didn't put anything.
Say that we were going to do that.
All right, I'll just move the 30 feet.
We are at the Sapphire building.
That's true, but
is there a
think
drink
about this
dispenser?
Is
there a vending machine?
There's a machine over by the building, about 90 feet away. There is a drink machine by the building.
I'm going to run 30 feet with Jason.
Jason, I will say, he is afforded certain abilities because of his bionic legs that are much improved. So his speed is faster than yours. He can feasibly carry you longer distances.
Yo.
And also Jason has Lucy. I forgot to put Lucy in initiative order.
She's late.
We'll say that she's here. She's late. She shows up next round. Yeah, she's running a little behind. Thank you for giving me an out there.
She didn't have any change. It was really
she had a toll, but
really awkward.
Having change is really awkward. Okay, then Jade, are you going to allow Jason to take his movement by carrying you?
Yes.
You go 60 feet instead of 30.
Yo!
He has double movement.
Whoa.
He does a dash action. And in fact, if you want, he could do literally nothing else and just dash and take you 100 feet to the feet of the nightmare. If you want to be that close.
I do, because my weapon is 5-foot range, so I kind of have to be.
Cool. You are brought up to the edge. Jason picks you up and says, I don't think this is what Mom and Dad meant by playing outside. And sprints towards the nightmare and
Rowan
sets
and
you down
Aaron
and
are
says,
like,
I'm probably gonna run back a little bit. I don't want to get killed. And sort of backs up a good, like, let's see, so 120 feet, a good 20 feet he backs up.
Okay. Can I attack now, or was that my turn?
No, you didn't do anything.
Oh shit. Okay.
No turn. You didn't even move. You were carried.
Okay. So I'm going to try and slice the left arm, if you will, with my sword.
Okay, make an attack.
Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21. Mod 21. I'm
Go
up.
ahead and roll your damage.
1 second. 1d12. Okay. 6.
6. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You slash into this thing.
Slash.
And parts of its hard exterior, which you notice it's a lot harder on the exterior. The carapace is a lot more pronounced than in something smaller like an average monster, for example. This is a designed creature. This is a nightmare because it has been dreamed up by the Ordinate. They have created this being. Most of what you guys have encountered have not been the instruments. They have been cobbled together nightmares of existence. Which you begin to wonder, Jade, in this moment. I'll give you this because this is something interesting that I think Jade would think about. Is there consciousness within this thing as well? Is there a separate consciousness within this? Is there a being beyond what they have cobbled together? Just like in Tony, is there something deeper inside of this thing? And how do we call out to it?
Okay.
That's what you think about.
Keeping that in my noggin.
Keeping that in your
little...
noggin. Cool. You cut into this thing. Is there anything else you want to do? You have movement still.
I guess I'll kind of just back up a little bit.
Cool. How many feet? You have 30.
I'm gonna back up 15.
15. You back up 15 feet. We are back at the top of initiative order, everyone. Rowan, go ahead. What do you want to do this round?
I moved 30 feet, so and you said that it was 100 feet away, so that means I'm 70 feet away, correct?
You already moved 30 last round.
You said it's about 100, so I'm just like...
So now...
16.
So you moved 30 so far, so you're moving another 30, so you'd be about 40 feet away.
Okay, so I'll move the other 30, and I would like to
do you want to take a dash action, or do you want to make an attack?
Not a dash, because I can. My range is really far, actually. Actually, I'm not gonna go the full 30.
Okay.
I'm only gonna go 20. To be halfway. Because I only need to be within 80 feet. So, I'm gonna be at 50 feet away, and I am going to aim my arc pulsar and shoot at what looks like the head of this thing to try and
headshot.
Wait. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
never mind.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna attack at all. I'm gonna use my dash actually, and
you make your way
and go as far
in
as
this dash You're about 30 feet away now.
I'm gonna keep Jade distracting it with cutting it.
Wait, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so you did 30 feet last round. You're doing 60 feet now, so you're 10 feet away.
Okay.
So you are 10 feet away from the creature, the nightmare. Okay, cool. That's your turn. Any free actions? Anything you want to do? You see your mom and dad looking down at you from the window, and you can hear them pounding on the window and muffled shouting,
How
sort of
high
saying,
up are they?
you know, like, let's see, this thing's about maybe 30 feet tall, maybe more, definitely more.
And it's like stomach,
Chest.
It's in its chest. You could climb up one of its arms and get to the chest. So in one movement you could do that, but you'd have to get a successful athletics or acrobatics check.
The only way to climb up.
If you get help from Aaron, if you could somehow get this thing to bridge the gap between the end of its torso and the ground, if you could bring this thing down, you could get them to them with an advantage on your acrobatics or athletics.
So if Aaron boosts me up, I don't have to climb the arm.
Yeah. But you'd have to get the thing to somehow lower its torso, and then you could get the help action from Aaron and get the advantage.
Okay.
If someone somehow could in the next round, because you can't do it this round because you still have 10 feet.
Yeah.
Were you thinking Aaron would pick you up, carry you 10 feet, hoist you up?
No, not carry me 10 feet. We'd make it as close to it as we can, and he'd try and get me so I can grab onto the car and climb up and open the door or whatever.
Okay. That's totally feasible. I will say Aaron lifting you up will not be enough to get you directly to the car. You'll still have to climb a good 10, 15 feet once you're on the body.
Okay. Well, that's for next round. I'll let everybody else go.
Okay. Because to be clear, it's holding itself up by its arms.
Right. Okay.
I already knocked the left arm a little lower, right? Since I sliced.
Sure, I'll say that your attack maybe lowered it a little bit.
Okay. Noted.
If two people could get I will say this. This is being held up by its two arms. If there was a feasible way to cause damage to both arms within the same round of combat, you could feasibly cause this thing to collapse with its torso touching the ground. And you could hoist yourself with maybe 10 feet of climbing to the car.
Okay, I'll sit with my free action. I will say through this intercom speakers in the suit.
Yeah.
Without not yelling, because I don't want to bring attention to myself. But I'll say to Jade, we need to damage the arms to make it lower. I need to reach the car.
And I'll just respond and say, okay, got it.
Amazing.
That's my turn.
Cool. Beautiful turn. Tony is going to make an attempt to try to continue to distract the monsters. Okay. Tony is no longer distracting the monsters.
Oh no.
And it's a nat 1. So, because it's a nat 1 on Tony's part, the worst possible outcome has to happen to Tony. It's a critical failure. It's not going to reflect on you.
No.
All of the attention from the nightmare this round will again be focused on Tony. Because of how bad his distraction went, he managed to gain the attention of the nightmare, the monsters are focusing on something else, I will make that roll whenever we get to them. But the nightmare will now be focusing all of its energy on Tony to try to eliminate him as soon as possible. Okay. Aaron is with you, Rowan, and sort of just like makes that movement with you. Is there with you. And is going to take his turn to just take the dash with you.
Mm-hmm.
Union is going to make a roll.
Oh, what is that face for?
Sorry, give me a second. I have to do some math here.
Hey guys.
Okay. The nightmare is now going to act and make an attack on Tony.
Please don't leave me.
That is 11 points of damage to Tony.
Okay.
Yikes.
Let's see. Okay. Tony's not looking good.
But he's not unconscious.
Beating them
Yet.
bruised, beating them bruised.
He's not unconscious.
No,
He's not looking good, but he's not unconscious.
No, not unconscious. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to react, but sometimes things happen that are so bad that you can't quite process. It's now Moon's turn.
Wait, did we
Patch is
put Lucy in?
Oh, Lucy, put her in initiative order. She made
Yep,
it.
she's in.
She paid this whole. She's here.
She's in.
Okay.
We'll get to her when she gets there.
Okay.
Cool. Moon's turn. Moon is going to get to their feet. Moon is going to now attempt to throw the can. And will succeed. Yeah, surprise, shawty.
Surprise,
Throws it at Monster Mom and does 5 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Monster Mom is in pain, wriggling, bubbling, weird cysts are forming on the surface of the skin.
Ew.
You can tell that your mom is still completely unconscious on this thing. Okay, Magellan is going to take a turn to shotgun blast Yo Daddy.
Scotty!
Does 10 points of damage to your dad without
Right.
hurting your dad.
The thing that's controlling Jade's dad.
Yes, the monster dad.
Monster.
Monster dad.
I'm loving seeing people seeing in the chat just like, what the fuck is going on? Monster Mom is gonna take a turn. Monster Mom is gonna take a turn. Monster Mom rolls really well and notices you, Rowan. And is going to not going to head towards you just yet. First, Monster Mom is going to. I'm going to make a roll right quick to see which person that they're going. Let's see. Sorry. Okay, give me a second. I'm doing the math in my head. It's going to head after Moon.
Oh.
Monster run towards Moon.
No.
Hits. and does 3 points of damage, so not that much.
That's not
Okay,
bad.
okay.
But cuts into their shoulders and sort of very afraid at this point. It's a terrifying thing to be scraped by an alien. I can say from experience.
Yeah.
Cool. Monster Mom is done. Let's see what Monster Dad does. Monster Dad rolls a natural 20
Oh.
in a perception and is going to book straight towards you.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Does a 15 hit your armor class?
Exactly.
Okay.
My armor class is 15.
Cool. Does 10 points of damage to you.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Snakey.
After hurtling towards you, cuts a huge gash in your arm, and you feel your suit rip open, and you can see like blood literally coming from your wound profusely. You very, very badly damaged. That's almost half of your HP.
No.
Cool. Not cool, sorry. Molly, it's your turn.
Can I go after? Is it Monster Mom that attacked me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna go after Monster Mom. See if, how much we can get her.
Oh no.
Nora.
A 5.
Okay. That's an attack on Monster Mom.
Yep.
Your nozzle misfires.
Okay, sick.
You see Moon sort of like on their ass with Monster Mom sort of like over on top of the body, sort of looking down at them. Cool. That's
Ew.
Ollie's turn. You want to take
Wait,
any movement?
Can I
You've already done your action.
Yeah. Can I?
You still have movement.
Yeah. Can I move? How far away is Moon from where I am? Are we like?
You cannot move Moon.
Can I?
That would require a grapple, but
Could I move in between Moon and the Monster Mom?
yeah, you could fully dive in there.
Okay.
You wanna?
Yeah.
Chivalry is not dead. Are you ready? Surprise, Jade.
Molly, you sprint in this direction, seeing someone that you are really happy with, someone that you find a lot of acceptance and fascination in, having their life ripped away from them. And to stop that before the thread can be pulled too thin, you slide in between the two of them in a moment of sacrifice. The next round, the person will, if anyone tries to make an attack on Moon, they'll have disadvantage, but they will have advantage on attacking you.
Okay. All right.
So just keep that in mind.
Got it.
It is now the instrument's turn in initiative order. The instrument lets out this, what sounds like 1,000 train horns out of its mouth. You all cover your ears. It's almost like it literally, you know, when something's so loud you can feel your like ear bones shaking, like the little, like you can literally hear like you could feel it in your chest.
Yeah.
That's literally what it feels like.
Ew.
That's so
Like at a
frightening.
concert.
The instrument sees what just happened to you, Rowan, and is going to dart after Monster Dad. Pins it to the ground instantly, screams in its face, louder than anything you've ever heard. Monster Dad is fully dead.
Wow!
The instrument, you don't... Okay. The thing is about the instruments, they are very mysterious to you. You don't quite understand them. Their bodies are consistently undulating, creating new shapes and patterns. Mm-hmm. You see the very back side of... all you can see is the back end of this thing as it's facing away from you. And you see this creature pinned to the ground. You watch as this thing is literally ripped limb from limb from limb, and screams just echoing throughout. And you can almost see this red light surrounding the face, silhouetting this thing, and it's almost biblical. How terrifying and how poetic this is. Rowan, you don't believe in God. But if there is a God, it's no match for the instrument in this moment.
Does that mean my dad is dead?
You don't know.
Oh. Okay.
My arm's just dripping blood. I'm like...
Yeah, I'm also gonna
Lucy
look back and be like, holy shit.
Lucy arrives and sort of says, "You stay away! Stay away from my siblings!" And her mouth unhinges and like into this like multifaceted jaw begins to sprint towards Mother.
That's so scary.
Mother Linda?
Monster Mother.
Mother Mom.
And pins it to the ground and does 10 points of damage, but does not kill.
Lucy
Monster
really
Mom
said
very badly.
Ew, that's so scary.
That's so scary. Like, I was imagining in my head. She was like, her mouth is like, and then she just like runs at it. That's so scary.
So this multifaceted jaw, you watch it as it like cuts and dices into the body of Monster Mom. Lucy is being careful to avoid your mother, you can see. There is like quite a deliberate nature in the way that she is dismembering this creature. Jade, it is now your turn. You are right next there to the body. You just saw your... Okay, so here's what happened. You just watched your dad.
Alex just said Lucy showed up 10 minutes late with Starbucks and an unhinged jaw. She went to Starbucks on the way. That's why she's late.
You just watched your father potentially being torn limb from limb. You just watched your mother brutally mutilated on the ground. Okay. At least the beings that possess them. You're right next to the nightmare, about 15 feet away.
Okay.
What are you what's going through your mind right now, first of all, before you do anything?
So, all I'm hearing in my head is my heartbeat because it's so loud and it's going so fast. And I'm looking at my parents like, sure, like, I thought I hated them. I don't hate them because I feel like everyone has some sort of redemption like Jason did. So I'm scared shitless, but I know all I have to do now is just go forward and kill this thing. And the only way I can do that is with Jason with me.
Jason looks at you right quick and says, Jade, I don't want you to pay attention to what's happening to Mom and Dad right now. We need to take this thing down. And if there's anything I remember from when I was in that thing, it's that we need to get whatever is inside of that car, we need to get that car out of the body. It's sapping its energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He yells to you, Rowan, through the comms and says, Rowan, I can get you up there if we can knock it down. I can run you up there.
Yeah, okay. We need to be careful. My mom and dad are in there.
Jade, attack the right leg. I'm going to... I need someone to attack the left leg. Molly, can you do that?
Yeah.
So Molly, here's something you have to be confronted with right now, okay? Here's another issue that we are going to run into. You can protect Moon, who is now no longer covered by the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
You can protect Moon from whatever may happen to them. Or you can go to attack the left leg. Or the left arm. So, I need you to tell me right now. Will you be protecting Moon? Or will you be attacking the left arm? Or doing something else?
Can I tell Moon to go try and find Union? And then I go to attack the leg?
Yeah, you can tell Union to go find, or so you can tell Moon to go find Union. Yeah.
To go join Union and see if they can help in any way.
Absolutely. Do you want to okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. I want to tell
I want to make a roll.
Okay.
When we get to Moon, I'll make a roll for them.
Okay.
Cool.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. So okay. This is the free action just occurred. So what are you going to do now?
So, I am taking the right leg, so I am going to run the 15 feet right up to the right leg. And I'm going to... So I'm pretty tall. And from that little pulley, I'm a little bit taller, so I'm going to try and slice the arm as tall as I can get it, so it's gonna like fall more, you know?
I'll give you advantage on this attack roll.
All right, hold on.
Wait, actually, if make a successful athletics check above a 10, and I'll give you advantage.
Okay. I got a 7.
Okay. Flat roll. Flat attack.
14.
Roll damage.
9.
Hey, and actually, real quick. As you are dropping your blade into this thing's flesh, as time moves in slow motion for you almost, and you hear the sound of a screech fill your ears again from the instrument, and this violet on your sword pulses into this glowing deep red. And as your blade seethes into the edge of this thing's skin, you watch as it cleaves into its flesh. Roll double damage right quick for me.
Holy okay. Okay, I got a 9.
Double dice.
9 and 11, so that's 20 overall.
You slice into this thing's arm, and a horrifying, like, crackling sound, thunder almost from its mouth, erupts across it falls completely onto its right arm as it goes limp, the nerve ending severed. It falls limp on its right side. If you were able to get it on the left side, Molly, you are able at that point to completely lower this thing, clear the ground, get Rowan up there.
Okay.
Cool.
Poggers.
Fuck!
Okay, cool. Jade, that's your turn. Jason is going to sprint towards you, Rowan. Pick you up. It's your turn.
My turn?
Or do you want to wait? Do you want to wait until Molly is done?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna hold your reaction, and Jason's gonna hold his turn until Molly, you potentially get this thing onto its ass.
Okay.
Figuratively.
Onto its ass.
Will I be able to...
Tony,
You go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh.
No, ask me your question.
Oh, will I be able? Is the mace going to be able to? What I needed to do to get?
What'd you say?
Is the mace going to be able to do what I need to lower to get the leg where it needs to go, or do I need to see if I can use something else? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Feasibly.
All right.
It can weaken the carapace enough to where the integrity is not strong enough to keep it standing.
All right. Perfect. Tony does what?
Tony is getting his shit rocked. Tony's going to make he's going to make an attempt to try to get back up on his feet. You see that Tony looks up, his hair now swept down in front of his face. His arms pulsating, these undulating patterns growing within him. His eyes begin to glow a faint red. I've been pushed around my entire life by better people than you. I will wipe the floor with you! And stands up and lets out this terrifying yell. He's going to make an attack.
Go off, King. Wait, did he get a D20? Did he get a 20? Did he get a 20? Did he get a 20?
He didn't get a nat 20. He did not get a nat 20, but he runs at the nightmare at its arm. I am speechless right now.
Wait, that's his Isaac!
Oh.
Breaks its arm backwards as it falls to the ground in this terrifying shriek. And Tony says, Rowan, now!
I'm going. Jason, let's go.
Jason sprints with you. And he sprints and like literally gets a few like foot grabs up the side of this body. You have about 8 feet to climb. Go ahead and make an athletics check or an acrobatics check, whichever one you have more for. And
I have a 0.
If it's above a 10, if it has above a 10, you get there this turn.
Come on. No whammies, no whammies. 6.
Down!
Do it with advantage. I don't give a fuck. I want it to be cool.
8.
Are you serious?
Wait, advantage, so I roll twice or I roll again? Because I rolled just the one time when you said advantage.
Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but sure, go ahead and roll again.
Because I did my plane roll, and then you said advantage, and I just rolled again, one more time. Is that what?
Yeah, that's how advantage works.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled once. Okay. Let's. I'm not gonna give you double advantage. Rule of cool. Chat saying rule of cool. It's gonna happen. I don't care. You get hoisted. Well, actually, let's see how Jason does. Let's see how well Jason does. Oh, it's a nat 20. I'm just kidding. But you make your way into the car.
Can I say what I want to do?
From the side. You can. Yeah, tell me what you want to do.
So when I make it up to the car, I take my gun and I smash the window.
Yeah.
And I hold my hand out because that way I have something to hold on to if the window's open. And then I hold out my hand for my parents to come with me.
Your mom begins to say, Rowan, no, we're stuck in here. Look. There are black tentacles wrapped around their bodies. A voice enters your head. No, a voice enters your head. The instrument is speaking to you. You're gonna have to drive the car out. You're gonna have to take the car out. Rowan, you feel something in your mind. You hear your sister's laugh. And you hear those words again in your head. That she could always count on you to be there in a time of need. You think about the way the car hit the side of yours and how to this day you can never set foot inside of a car, seatbelt or not. You're too afraid because you don't want to lose someone the way you lost her. You don't want to fail them again. But this time, you're not going to fail them. The window's open.
With shaky hands,
The driver's seat is
I climb into the driver's seat. And are there keys already in it? I'm guessing.
Your heads-up display displays that if you put your hands over the ignition, it will start the car.
Okay, I do what it says. Put my hand over the ignition.
Rowan,
my hand's literally like my hand doing it. Her hand is like this doing it.
Your mom, as they're being engulfed by these tentacles, your mom has a second to say her final thing before you decide what happens next. Rowie, I always knew you had it in you, love.
And wouldn't want me to be afraid forever. I have to do this. And I'm guessing the car's already started. And I just push on the gas.
You feel resistance at first as the car moves forward, lurches forward. You can hear the screaming, the thunderous sound of this chest resonating around you. The windows literally shattering. Everything is shaking within the car. You have flashbacks to the way that your car spun out, the way that the windows broke, the sound of wind and fury, the feeling of loss and pain. You don't know if you can keep going, but you do, because you have to. As you lurch forward, this car rips from this bastardized flesh. Everyone standing around, you see Rowan at this moment be the most powerful she's ever been. And you watch as this creature saps life from its eyes, blue literally dripping from its face, melting away. The car rips out of its chest.
While she's doing this, Rowan's
It collapses on the ground.
Rowan's like crying.
You are upside down in the car, but
while she's doing it.
the car is now dangling upside down. You are in your seatbelt. Your family, the tentacles ripped away from them. You're all dangling upside down, and you hear a voice. This was my idea of a family meeting, but at least we don't have to pay for driving lessons, do we? Your mom starts laughing. You're all safe. You've all survived.
Fuck.
All this is a
This
beautiful
creature
moment.
begins
Wait,
to
Pat.
evolve and melt.
I gotta be realistic here. Although this is a beautiful moment and she just did something really cool. The second they stop, they're dangling upside down. Rowan's going, and like she cannot believe she just did that, and now everything's setting in that she is in a car, and she's freaking out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just fine.
Cool.
She's cool. It's okay.
Yeah, you are freaking out for 100%. 100%. Lucy finishes destroying the mother. You are all dangling in your seatbelts. Okay. Here's what happens next, okay? There are still monsters. There are still infested people. There are still infested instruments. What really needs to be the end is beyond the walls of C-38 on a computer with commands. So far, the only two people inside of that building that you know of are Moon and Union. Or I'll say Moon has literally not even made it all the way to the door yet.
Okay.
By the time this is all over. What do you guys want to do before you go inside? Or do we want to immediately go inside?
I know I want to run to my dad and just try and see if he's there or alive or something. And if I can help him, I want to try and do that.
The instrument raises itself from the body of your father. You see a body fully intact. Patches of skin missing. Parts of it sort of sewn together with this dark, alchemy, basically. And he is beginning to regain consciousness as you sort of arrive near his feet.
Dad, are you okay? Just breathe. Breathe.
Jade.
Breathe, Dad, breathe. Just breathe in. Breathe
Where
in.
am I?
We're in the parking lot of SciHigh, okay? I'm here, Jason's here, we're both okay. Just please, just breathe in and breathe out.
Honey, please. I didn't mean any of that. What I said to you, we're not meant to dominate anybody.
I hope not.
Jade, if I've learned anything from you, kiddo, it's that people are better when they look out for one another.
That's all I've ever wanted, Dad. I want you
Power
to
makes
see
you a
me.
bad person, Jade. Power makes you a bad person, and I don't have any excuses. I don't want any forgiveness. Where I am in this world makes me a monster.
But you don't have to be one.
I've seen the inside of a monster and it looked a lot like me, Jade. I see you because you're everything I've always wanted to be.
No, I'm not.
And I'm afraid of that. Jade, I'm afraid of you. Because you're better than me or your mother will ever be, and I'm proud of you.
Really? Proud?
So proud. Just don't start a company.
Yeah,
Or some
not
shit
heading,
like this will happen.
not heading down that way. Not at all.
Yeah. You see your mother is being cradled by Lucy and is brought over to you and set at your feet and says that she will live. But I can't make any promises for how this will affect anyone mentally. I still don't remember large parts of who I was before all this. The only constants were the things that I could love or that I could experience throughout my life. Things that I knew would always be there are in my memories. Sometimes I wonder if I even am Lucy anymore. We cut to the we see Moon walking towards the building, and Molly, are you headed towards the building?
Yeah, I'm headed towards Moon and the building at the same time.
Just so you're clear, Magellan's getting you out of the car, Rowan. You guys are getting out. You're not just dangling there for like a few minutes.
Yeah, because that's...
As soon as you guys are seen in there...
That's bringing back memories for her.
No, you're getting cut out, and they're all sort of trying to calm you down and sort of help you breathe a little bit more. You head towards the building. Moon sort of arrives at the door the second you do, and sort of says, I hope that he's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really scared. Molly, if this whole thing has taught me anything, it's that you really can't figure people out by how they're known or what people say about them. You have to look inward. You have to see who they truly are. You open the door. You go throughout the hallways of Sapphire Energy, and it's eerily quiet. Fluorescent lights are on, the buzz of fluorescent bulbs and sound. You hear the sound of labored breathing. Walking down the hallway, Moon turns the corner before you do, gasps and starts running. As you turn the corner, you see towards the end of the hallway, outside of a building or outside of a room labeled C38, you see Moon compressing a section of Union's body that has been mortally wounded.
I'll run to him as well.
Are you going inside?
Are you there?
I was set free.
I'll
right?
say that Molly... Yeah, I'll say you come in a little bit behind.
Okay, I'll catch up, and the second I see him, I'll start running with Moon.
Sure. I'll say before you get there, this is what happens.
Okay.
Molly and Moon, you are right up next to Union, who is...
I'll see. Can I see what I can do to help if I can?
Yeah. You can make a medicine check right quick.
Okay.
This is not to do medicine. This is to know medically what you could do feasibly.
I got a nat 1.
Alright, so you have no idea. Just kidding.
Union is so badly wounded right now by some sort of energy that you don't quite understand. It looks like maybe there's this large burning that sort of happened into his vital organs. Union sort of says, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Take the tablets. I couldn't figure out the door code, and one of the ordinate came through and did this. And he lifts up his shirt, and you see as his hands are shaking and he's lifting it that there's this giant hole in his torso. I just wanted to say, Molly,
Yeah.
thank you for being my friend, however brief and however simple it was. Knowing that I share fate with you, it's been one of the coolest things by association. But I don't think this timeline includes me.
Don't talk. Well, we're gonna try our best, Union. We're gonna try.
Molly. Take the tablets, and I know you'll know what to do. Whatever you do is the right decision. He lets out his final breath. Moon buries their face in his chest. No! Rowan, you hear a noise over the intercom as Magellan sort of buzzes in and sort of says, Is everything okay? What happened?
We lost Union. One of the ordinate, he was alone. Nobody could save him.
When I hear this, I think I'm just like completely wide-eyed and like frozen because I'm still outside.
Magellan freezes. Union's gone. That means she's gone.
Oh.
Ladies, I'll get the code from Jason and let's put this to rest. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
I'll take the tablets from Union's hands.
I'm gonna start heading inside.
You head inside, you notice the horror that has occurred.
I lean down and just like hold Moon while Rowan takes the tablets, and then I hold Moon for a little bit, and then I know that I have to do I know I have to do the tablets, so I get up and take them from Rowan.
The sound of wailing is heard throughout the hallways as everyone sort of joins in grieving this loss. Lucy cradles Union's body. The door is opened, and you see there illuminated a bright blue screen with 3 commands. There is a command that says destroy. There's a command that says meltdown. And there's a command that says merge.
Meltdown.
Meltdown is what the Ordinate originally planned to happen.
Oh.
Destroying all sapphire energy, but having an internal meltdown that would cause it to be destroyed well enough so that they would all survive.
I'm sorry to be a mood ruiner, but the reason why I'm like smirking is because when you said destroy, my brain immediately went destroy, build, destroy. Like the Cartoon Network show. And it made me laugh. Just a little bit to brighten the mood for you. We just had a death, guys. Remember that show?
Molly, you feel these tablets in your hands, and the instrument begins to speak to you and says, I know that I've told you that I do not fear death. And I don't. Or at least I didn't before I knew there was something greater. But humanity is a beautiful race. It is so destructively arrogant, chaotic, but beautifully in love with itself. We have no place stealing your bodies and minds from you the way they've stolen ours. Do what you must.
Molly turns and looks at everyone. She takes it in, and she knew from even when the option for merging came up. She's gonna click destroy.
As you do this, as you go over to click, you hear Jason's voice sort of say, and Sapphire. I guess it truly is the end. He looks at Lucy. Lucy looks down at all of you and sort of says, it's time we go. Molly, you place your hand over the key. We cut to a month later.
07's in chat, everybody. For our fallen soldiers.
Terra Valley's still recovering from what has become a nationwide disturbance that has truthfully broken the minds of many, many observers. Humanity has started to launch lots of outer space initiatives. There's something that lurks in the back of all of your minds of, if they were still here, if the instruments were still around, what would that mean for the future? What would that mean for the merging with these creatures? You imagine how different things could have been. Terra Valley is never the same. You all are interviewed extensively by countless news sources, getting international renown. Principal Magellan doesn't take credit for a goddamn thing. He was roped into it all by a group of plucky girls that just couldn't keep their noses out of things. Because no one really believes that someone could come from 400 years in the future. You go on a lot of dates, Jade. A couple of dates that both are very awkward, but you and Aaron ultimately decide that the vibe's not really there. I think Aaron is more into the idea of pursuing you than he was in the idea of having you.
He likes the chase.
But you do join a campaign DM'd by Tony Kozlowski. Who you begin to realize is a really smart and really emotionally well-rounded individual.
Oh my god.
That's all.
Oh shit.
You go the rest of the year not worrying about your grades as much as you worry about your family, who, though your father is a selfish prick, and your mom is literally, her head is filled with air and water. Her heart is filled to the brim with gratefulness and grace for the person that you've become and that she's failed to recognize.
Period.
Jason moves to Peru for a few months to
Okay.
rediscover himself.
Okay.
And there he writes a series of short romance novels to his lost, forgotten lover,
Oh.
Lucy Plank. Molly, you move in with your aunt after losing your father, which ends up being really rewarding. Your aunt is a very like eccentric music teacher at the local elementary school, and you have the opportunity of being able to sort of help with some of her presentations for her class with your art skills. And you start to think that maybe junior year will be a little bit better than sophomore year. You and Moon don't go to the dance. The two of you decide that night you're going to go visit a friend. And instead of going to that dance, you go find Union Paulson in the graveyard, and you share a couple of sandwiches and do a couple of sketches by his headstone.
Aww.
Paying your respects to your lost friend. And in addition,
I'm getting my tissues.
that night, you spend a little bit of time with your dad too.
Am I taking my tattoo off? My heart, my star off. It took my
You spend a
star
little bit of
off.
time with your dad.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. You spend a little bit of time with your dad, and you and Moon kiss underneath the moon. They sort of say to you, Molly, I was hoping to ask this tonight at the dance. And I know that like I kind of already mentioned it before, but I just kind of want to make sure because obviously a lot of crazy shit happened, and I just didn't want to make things awkward, and will you be my partner?
Molly smiles and said, I would love nothing more.
Moon's face isn't furrowed or flustered by this. They've never felt less afraid of something.
Oh my god.
And in that moment, their smile curves up into a slight crescent moon shape.
Oh!
That's so cute.
Damn.
Last we arrive at the Rowan household, where your father is recovering from his head injury from passing out. And your mom is basically seeing to his needs and getting absolutely sick of him. And you start to realize how lucky you are to have a family that cares about you this much. Your mother, one late night, sort of comes into your room as you're sort of laying in bed and sort of knocks on the door and sort of says, "Hey, Ravi, we were telling you about that family meeting, but we never really had it. But your father's too out of it." He says he's out of it, but he's drinking beer. Your father's too out of it to have the conversation, but we thought it'd be a good idea to go to family therapy together. And maybe finally take some steps in processing what it is that we lost with your sister. Because I think we all deserve to remember her in a good light. She needs to rest.
I wouldn't want us holding on to her for too long. I can hear her now, just getting after us for going on for this long.
Rowie, I know she's proud of you. She always has been, darling. You didn't have to save us from a crazy fucking alien creature to be deserving of her pride. I'm ours, to be fair. You're an angel, Rowie. And living with you is like heaven.
Rowan starts to cry and just hugs her mom as tight as she can.
I just saw it. Never mind. Okay.
I'm ignoring that. This is a cute moment. Don't ruin my moment, Nora.
You hug. You say you
I'm
hug your
trying
mom.
to.
You say you hug your mom.
Yeah, as tight as I can.
You feel dampness on her face, and she says, "You know what? I know you don't want to yet, but maybe soon we could talk about getting some driving lessons. Maybe in the next year. Yeah, no.
Let's focus on the group therapy first.
Put a pin in
and
that.
then
Right.
come back to me when that's over."
She comes back from the hug and sort of laughs a little bit and brushes your hair out of your face and holds your face in her hand and just sort of says, "My beautiful girl. How did I ever get so lucky? You're a hero. But most of all, you're mine. And your father's too. Even though he's being a lazy bum and laying in bed and stinking up our sheets, he will not stop farting."
I mean, it's not like he wasn't already that before he got injured, man.
I am Rowan's dad.
Erica Kins is Rowan's dad.
You all
I'm a Rowan's dad.
you all sort of check in with Principal Magellan throughout the year, and he starts to sort of mellow out a little bit more than he already is, and stops kind of talking to you guys as much. But one thing that you hear one day at school, the school starts to shake. The entire school starts to shake. You hear this sound. And for the next few weeks, everyone wonders where Principal Magellan went. No one knows where he is. You all know about a special compartment that goes underneath the school that leads to the laboratory. When investigating this, you find nothing but an empty chasm and a note on the back of of the container that blocks it off. A small note that says, "Hey, ladies. Knowing you three was one of the greatest adventures I've ever been on. But part of me feels like it's all for nothing if I don't have her. I figured out how to operate the time mechanism. I'm going to look for some way to say goodbye." You all know that this means that he's truly found his way and gone off into a direction that makes him feel fulfilled in some sort of way. As you're sort of standing there, wondering, where he might be in time and space, you do hear a strange sound from the chasm. It's a sound that you haven't quite heard before. It sounds like a sort of like this slimy sound.
Christ.
And as you look down into the giant chasm, you're greeted by an illuminated yellow eye that looks back at you. And that's all for this season of SciHigh.
Okay.
That's
the end of our show. Wow. Claps for Pat the DM.
Woo!
That's the end.
Pat, you made us cry.
Claps for them.
I'm happy for all of you, for Nora and Erica. How does it feel to make us cry again? You messed up in makeup.
I cried too, a lot. Did you not notice how much I was crying?
Yeah.
It's like faded now.
Yeah.
But it was funny how this black streak just went down my face.
Nora's comment about Moon.
Wait. Epilogue.
Mm-hmm.
There's this
I thought that was the epilogue.
quiet rustling of leaves. No. Here's the epilogue right here.
Oh, okay.
Epilogue. Quiet rustling of leaves. The sound of birds tweeting, children playing, dogs walking. An old man sits on a bench by himself with a loaf of white bread and a small collection of ducks around him. Oh, here you go, ducky. Oh, here you go, ducky.
Mothers!
I wonder when Jade will get here. That's the end of SciHigh.
Oh, man, he's vibing.
Oh my
He's
God,
straight
it totally
vibing,
matters.
dude.
That was the scene after the credits fully played.
Yeah. That's the
yeah,
post
yeah.
credit scene. It's just Mathers just throwing some bread at some ducks.
Yeah.
Addison.
I wonder when Jade will get here.
I'm literally on my way. I'm literally running.
As fast as I can to get to Mathers. What a king.
I still think it's so funny that Sariakwa said that the reason why Lucy was late is because she was getting Starbucks.
Well, I I just want to say a big thank you to Olivia and Pat for teaching me how to play D&D and inviting me to be a part of this campaign.
Of course.
Yes.
And I play more, and I'm very into everything, and I'm very happy.
I'm so glad that you guys agreed to do this campaign with me and Pat.
Yes.
The second we came up with the idea, we were just like, we have to get Nora and Erica to do it because I feel like that'd be the best pairing to do it with this with. Now for the future, everybody, just a little get everybody excited. We do have campaigns planned out to be done in the future. We don't know specifically when, but we can give you a small hint at what the next one is. Maybe.
Yes, we can. We don't know who's going to be a part of it yet.
But we do
We're still working on
that Nora and Erica are interested. And
we have a general idea.
We will have more than just 3 other players. We'll probably have more than 3 players this next campaign. So
And this one will be a fantasy campaign.
This one will be fantasy. So look forward to that. We will I'm making this decision now. We will get art done for this next one as well. Just like how we have our little. Again, thank you to Samantha McGill for the art of our characters.
Yeah. And for her, honestly,
literally
the best.
One of the nicest, such a talented artist.
Savannah
so
McGill.
Kind. Savannah McGill. I'm so sorry. Savannah McGill.
We might commission her again.
For the next campaign. Her art is amazing. She's literally the sweetest. Check her out on Fiverr. She does art on Fiverr. She's so nice, so understanding, so she does exactly what you want. And
easy to work with.
Yeah, it's super easy to work with. I'm giving her a free promo because this art is amazing. I'm gonna show you the full picture real quick, just so you can see just how stunning this art is. And we wouldn't have had it without her. So yeah. So what else do we need to credit for
I have a person we can raid, by the way.
Who are we gonna raid?
I'll send it in VC chat.
Let me see if I...
King Dill Pickle.
King Dill Pickle. What a wonderful name. Okay. So we're gonna send the party over to King Dill Pickle. What are they streaming right now? Oops, sorry, that
Marbles
is
on stream.
What? Marbles on stream?
Marbles on stream.
Go play some marbles, guys.
When we get in here, whoever is coming in who is a subscriber, make sure to send lots of ramen hearts. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye-bye. Say bye, everybody. Next Sunday, Pat and I will be doing regular D&D, not a campaign, but probably character making. So, look forward to that.
Hell yeah.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay. And we're there. Oh shit, I'm not looking at his stream.
This is a guy that used to be my friend when I was a kid.